Alright, here's my goal for this video. I'm out west in Arizona. That means I'm going to do a lot of out west hunting, and I've got a 3D shoot coming up where it's going to be in the mountains and I'm going to be doing a lot of hiking. So what better time to get ready for what it takes to do western hunting than right now and practicing. I'm carrying, you can see that. There we go. Let's do some shooting with a backpack on. It's gonna feel weird. It's gonna feel good. Putting the belt on and then letting the entire world see on camera the pudge you got going on up here. So I've lost probably about, I don't know, 12 pounds in the last couple months, but I could definitely lose some more. And I can't run anymore. Well, I can, but it hurts me afterwards. And I think the way to go on running, it's opposite of what you think it is. Other people run to lose weight. I have to lose weight in order to run, to put less stress on my body. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But yeah, I just do kettlebells and then do a lot of walking, which I think is better for you if you're gonna be doing this type of stuff, hiking with weight on, stuff like that, kettlebell stuff. So let's do some shooting with this backpack on. There's not as much range of motion as I'm normally accustomed to wearing this thing, which makes sense because I've got stuff around my shoulders and neck. On that shot, my peep was rotated almost 90 degrees, so I could barely see anything out of it. Yeah, this is weird. Just one thing that I noticed, and this is just about my draw process, I tend to lean forward a lot, and with weight on your back, especially if you like to pack stuff higher, that could cause you to tip and fall over. Not with this amount of weight, but with something else. So that's kind of strange, and that's gonna take some getting used to. Let's see if we can't straighten up. Ooh, that's weird. You know, the other thing that I noticed is the wind will catch your backpack and take it for a ride. And then also, any like movement your core makes, it'll cause the backpack to shift, and then but it'll shift like later, and it'll take that momentum, and like so if I like make a little movement like that, my backpack keeps going and then sort of causes me to go that way. It sort of like pulls me in that direction. So that's interesting. That's an interesting experience. I think that's just one more reason why you need to practice like you're gonna hunt with a backpack on. And this isn't very heavy. It's probably got about 30 or 40 pounds in it. It's just got a sleeping bag, a spotting scope, a really, really small tripod. So there you go. I don't think that's necessarily the backpack causing me to do that, but the wind is still pretty bad out here, so let's do that again. Pulling back with this thing on definitely uses different muscles because you're having to go around the straps for mobility. But the good news is that once you get back into your position and your anchor point, it's like nothing's there. That one felt good. Yeah, because I can't get my arm as close over here as I want to on my draw. I forgot to fix my peep. That thing's getting worse. I might have to get it re-tied in. But I mean, overall it doesn't feel that weird. It's not like I'm tipping over or anything like that. It's fine. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of strange just to have that on your back like that. The wind wasn't playing around with me as much as it was on the other one, so I think that's the only reason why that group was halfway decent. But yeah, the wind sucks. It's gonna do stuff to you. It's gonna knock you off right when your shot breaks. It's gonna do all that. It's gonna punish you, whether you like it or not, like it is right now. One more group from 50. Go ahead and end the video right there, because this is not as interesting as I thought it would be, but that's fine. brutal. First and second shot were, well, and the third was terrible, but whatever. I know one of them was low. Holy shit. That's awful. Yeah. Jesus, that was terrible. It's all right. I'm gonna blame the wind, as that's the only reason why I'm shooting so badly right now. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. This video is gonna be terrible to edit later on. It's gonna be awful to deal with the audio. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, because if I crank it up, it'll, yeah, there we go. Jesus Christ. All right. The audio from both of my last videos are gonna be terrible. It's gonna be hurtful for me to listen to in the editing bay. And I don't know if they're gonna be quality enough to come out, but I'll see. And if this video gets posted, then there's at least something I could get out of it. So put the pack on today. It felt pretty good. There were a couple of weird things. The range of motion on my draw was not very good. I had to change up the way I draw, or the way I drew the bow back, but you know, it wasn't too awful. Nothing hurt. Like, it didn't hurt my shoulder to do that or anything like that. So that's a good sign, because that would be awful if the second I put the pack on and tried to draw a bow back, it hurt my shoulder. Then again, like, I don't know, my shoulder doesn't really feel bad that way. My draw feels really, really good to me. It feels normal. It feels like my shoulder is supposed to do that. It feels like I'm pulling more with my lat than I am my actual shoulder muscles, which I think is good. I'm glad that I don't have any pain whatsoever with anything in my bow holding arm at all, which is great. If there was going to be anything that hurts, it's going to be my draw shoulder, so my right shoulder. But I haven't had too many issues drawing my bow back, like, at all. The only issues that I've had with me drawing my bow back and having pain is when I shoot for like 3 or 4 days in a row, and I'm just constantly shooting, and then it's just one of those things where it's just like, you have to stop, because certain muscles are getting tired and you're having to use other muscles, and to overcompensate, and it just gets to be painful, and you end up like straining something. But if I'm doing like I am right now, where I'm shooting like once or twice a week, then it feels really good. So I hope that continues, because that would suck if it didn't. And if I had to do it all over again, I would not get a turbo. I would just get a one of the 33, 34 inch axle bows at like 70 pounds, with the smoother draw cycle, because I'm not really worried about the speed of my bow, since I'm shooting great big telephone poles out of my bow, which I got them weighed a couple days ago officially on an official scale, and the average was 594 grains. So those are pretty big. Not the biggest I've ever seen, but they are pretty big. So or heavy, with all that weight up front and all that FOC. I don't really understand that, but these things seem to work really well for me. Putting that pack on really got me excited to go to Flagstaff to do the 3D shoot up in the mountains. I hope I'm prepared for that. I should be getting some new boots here in maybe a week and a half, so that'll be exciting. That'll be good, and then I'll just break those in in anticipation of the Flagstaff, like, hike to hunt, I think it's called. But that's going to be exciting. And I'm looking forward to the video that I get from out there. But that's in a couple weeks. There will probably be a couple of videos that come out before then, like these. So anyways, I think that's it for me. What an awful day to shoot. It's 110 degrees with gusts 20 miles an hour. Terrible day to shoot. But it's good because I got to shoot. So okay, that's all I have for this video. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.